What's going on, people? Connor on Shane, bringing you guys five of the most solid and the best, in my opinion, that are going to perform the best BRC20 coins. Going to be talking a little bit about them, showing you guys the charts, a little bit of data on them, just so you guys are a little bit familiar. You can understand, why I'm looking at these and where they're positioned to be headed in this coming bull run. So let's just dive into it. Also, if you guys came in from Twitter, I'm talking about these five mainly, but after this, I'm going to be bringing up a ton of different microcaps and just a bunch of stuff that's been going on in the Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem as well, different projects as well that are microcaps or lower cap. So as of right now, let's just get into it. We'll talk about these five. We'll get into some more, and I'll have you guys on your way. So number one that we saw on Twitter, and number one that I want to talk about today is actually BRC20.com. So BRC20.com is, it's a fairly new one, just like most of these, if not all of these BRC20 projects and platforms. But what they are is they're an all-in-one BRC20 solution, as you can see right here. But yeah, they focus mainly on a lot of staking and bridging as well. But as of right now, they've just had a lot of hype, and a lot of people have been talking about them recently. The chart, in my opinion, I think it looks beautiful. Looks like this could be gearing up for another leg to the upside. And for BRC20.com, like the current price right now, yeah, we got 347. The current market cap sitting somewhere around 80 million, in between, I'd say 75 to 85 million in this area. And the percent down from its all-time high is around in between 50 to 51%. I'd say I don't like going from the literal peak. I go from like where people technically would have actually been trading a lot more when it was near its all-time high. So I usually would go around right here. But as you can see, yeah, around 40 to 50% down from its all-time high. And I am targeting anywhere in between $8 to $10 for its next leg up, which would be around a 100 to closer to a 200% move. So I'm basically like close to a 2x, just on the entry here. And watching it here, this could come down a little bit more, could consolidate until it has its next leg up and break to the upside here, kind of like that. But as far as for .com, that's number one. I think easily is going to run into multi-hundreds of millions in market cap. The project itself speaks for itself. And that's just going to be number one on the list here that we got. So number two, this is a project I personally really like, is TurtSat. So we got Turt here, and so TurtSat, let me move this back too. So TurtSat is, in my opinion, it's a leading launch pad. I know they've claimed that they're kind of like a meme coin as well, but in my opinion, the amount of launches and everything that they're actually doing every single day that I see on Twitter, they are just killing it as a team. Whoever runs it, I don't know who the team is or anything like that. And we're frozen again. That's awesome. But like I said, I think Turt itself has been killing it. Market cap right now is currently sorry, I got it listed right here. Yeah, it's around 21, 22 million, somewhere in that realm, in that range here. But my target for this, what did I put in Twitter? I just don't want to mess it up or get it wrong. My current target for it, yeah, is around 12 cents. So anywhere in this range of in between 10, 12, 14, that would just be its next leg up, in my opinion. And the reason why the chart looks a little bit like that, like how it is, because it was on support here for a while, but it's been coming down a little bit, which happens more often than you'd think. When a project, you'd think it's going to hold its support. It looks very strong, but a lot of times it'll go under, it'll chill under. This could even continue further down until it finds its bottom and eventually just has its next move to the upside. But like I said at the beginning of this video, these projects that I'm telling you guys about right here, these five, are fundamentally the strongest, in my personal opinion, out of all the research I've done. I know there's a ton of newer ones, a ton of different bridge protocols, But like I said, these are like the strongest ones that I can see having massive success just coming and going throughout 2024 into 2025. And Turret honestly is one of my favorites. You know, I love launch pads. I'm such a fan of stuff like that. And again, they've been killing it with development and everything going on. So sitting at around 20 to 20 something million market cap, I think is a steal for the long term. But again, keep in mind that prices can always continue down. This narrative is still very new, very speculative. But like I said, like this, I mean, it looks like it's finding some sort of short-term double bottom here. This could, you know, fluctuate back up a little bit, consolidate in between this range here. But, you know, from here, we're just going to see, because obviously Bitcoin is going to be the telltale sign. If the approvals happen and, you know, shit happens, shit hits the fans, stuff might fall, stuff might dump, you know. There could be a lot of things that happen that are good and bad. So just keep your eyes on that. And I just wanted to update you guys just so you understand me and my thought process going into all these projects. So that's number 2. We got Turret here. Again, one of my favorites right now in the space. And so we got number 3 is Multibit. This project is not one I've usually covered, I don't think ever on the channel. But again, coming from the perspective of the strongest in the narrative as of right now, I think Multibit easily has that title. One of the top 5 in my opinion. You know, this is one of the top bridge protocols. You know, and that's what they focus on, like bridging and providing liquidity through different pairs on different chains for BRC20 coins. But like I said, it's been leading and pushing very strong. And you know, this could be some sort of bottom here. This could pull something. I could see this going down, continuing down. You know, maybe eventually making its way up into its next leg up. But yeah, so we'll be right here. Current price around 20 cents, closer to 21 cents here. Like I said, right now it's around 200 million in market cap, just under it. From its all-time high, let's say it is down around 40 to 41, 42%. You know, so that is some sort of bargain. I still think that's a great buy, especially for a project that, you know, a month ago, 2 months ago, it was mooning. You know, and I don't expect this narrative like Bitcoin DeFi to stop anytime soon. But Mubi is a very solid bridge protocol. You know, I think it just has like the network effect, like Twitter. Everyone's all over it on Twitter. Everyone knows this is like a go-to. So like I said, this is going to be great. My targets for this one, anywhere between 40 to 50 cents. You know, which is around a 100% to 150% move. You know, it's not going to be, I'm not talking about crazy 20, 30 X's from here, guys. Like this is, you know, this is just like simple moves into its next leg up. You know, its next leg up could pull a 5X, you know, I don't know. But I'm just trying to give you guys conservative targets and, you know, conservative price movements on the safest in the space at the current moment, in my opinion, based on my own research. So again, that was number 3. That's Multibit. Again, they're killing it too. Multibit has been on it. So number 4, you know, I actually gotta pull up btctool.pro/BRC20/Ghosty here. Ghosty Cash is number 4. So this is one of the, you know, top projects in my opinion for what it is. And it's an anonymous DEX that is just bridging liquidity from BRC20s into ERC20s onto different chains. They've integrated so many chains already, a bunch of different tokens. And something I like about it too is they're even trying to integrate other meta protocols as well, like different tokens from even like DRC20s, which are kind of like BRC20s but on top of Doge, which those have been getting a lot of hype recently too. There's been some FUD as well around those, but you know, Ghosty is trying to be an anonymous go-to DEX for coins like that, you know. And like I said, I've been in Ghosty. I'm holding strong. I really think this one has a lot going for it. They just partnered with Track, which I'm gonna get to in literally a minute. That's gonna be number 5. But for right now, Ghosty is very bullish in my opinion. The partnership with Track, they're moving on to Tap Protocol. I don't know if they're already on it yet. And they're not even listed on any exchanges yet. And and for what it is, it's got a lot of movement to go from here. I firmly believe that. My next target, or you know what, real quick too. So its current price around 84 cents. Yep, the current market cap is, as you can see, around 28 million, just above 28 million right now. Percent down from its all-time high. This was pretty hard to figure out and speculate on. I know it was close to $2 the last time that I looked when it was that high. I remember seeing it around 197, 198 on Unisat for a while, at least like a couple days or something. But so yeah, it's down just over 50%. I'd say around, anywhere between 55 to 56, 57% down from its all-time high, which in my opinion is a nice discount on such a solid, fundamentally strong project for what it is. And again, just keep in mind, something like this could continue to the downside. We could see it pull something like this, before making its way up. And what would that do? That would just bring it down another 10, 20, maybe 25% from current levels. And a lot of these coins are going to do the same thing. They could come down and continue to drop a little bit more. And especially based on what happens through this month in January, like when all these ETFs get approved or denied, or if they just keep kicking that can down the road until the final approval dates, which are, I think, still very soon anyways, within a month or a couple months from now anyways. But like I said, just be very cautious, be careful when investing in any of these coins, guys. But for what it is, I really like Ghosty at these levels. Just long term, very strong in my opinion. I don't see this going anywhere. So that's Ghosty. That was number 4. And the target for it, actually, real quick, was, like I said, around $3. The next real move it has, it's breaking its all-time highs. It's going to $3, potentially $4, which, that would be huge. I'm not gonna lie. I'd love to see that. But following with Track, I think it has a great shot at doing that. And so number 5, we're gonna actually pull it up right here, is Track. Track Network is leading the infrastructure for BRC20s, and they've just been killing it. Track has been absolutely killing it. If you guys don't know what Track is, you don't know too much about it, I'm gonna link a video up top. You can watch it right here, just talking a little bit more about Track. And like I said, it is on a discount as well. It doesn't look like it because the whole chart has been up only with sideways, up only with sideways, up only with sideways, but it has come down from, I don't know what its all-time high was actually, because when you're looking on charts like this, I think this is tracking like Unisat, and a lot of times people are buying very high because of, it's just the way that Unisat works. Like when you're buying in lots, sometimes people will sell a cheaper amount at a way higher price because they can. And this is why you see some of these way up here. People are buying, a smaller amount of, say, Track here. Say they only want to buy a small amount because they don't have thousands to buy on one lot. They're bringing the price up a lot because, they can make a lot more money if someone's only willing to spend way little or way less on one little lot. So that's why the charts just look ridiculous like this, some of the buys here. But anyways, Track's sitting, market cap is around 117 million. I don't know how accurate that is. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around that, in between 100 something million to 120 million. But it is sitting on an support, you can call it. It's not the greatest support level, but this could work. This does work to a point. This had a lot of testing over here. Prices broke through, tested over here a little bit, came down. This is some sort of support level. I'd say another one would be underneath. This would be another. But yeah, for what it is, Track is at a nice discount. Percent down from its all-time high. I put around anywhere in between 45 to about 53%. And like I've said before, this could continue to drop. It could continue to fall, a little bit more. Track specifically, though, this one, I think this is probably the most no-brainer project that you could be buying in the Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem. That Track was it's just the most important project right now in the space, in my opinion, for BRC20s and stuff like that. Like I said, I really do like this one a lot. And sitting at such a discount, even still at 100 million, just over 100 million, this, in my opinion, will run to at least a billion, a couple billion in this bull run. This still has 5, 10, 15, 20x potential, even from current levels. But like I said, we're thinking about this long term. This is not going to be next week. It's not going to giga pump. Nothing like that. Like, this is, I do a lot of investing for the long term throughout the bull run here. And that's what I focus on mainly. So Track itself, I think, is a gem. And, we'll bring up a bunch of microcaps now that, I've talked about before. Some I haven't. So let's bring up, actually, let me do it right here. Where are we going to do that? So anyways, I could figure out how to do this. So those were the 5 that I just believe in very strongly for this bull run. I think they're going to be the safest and strongest runners in the bull run for right now. So, one of them that's actually been on my radar for a long time is HotX. So if you guys aren't familiar with HotX, they're aiming to be a Bitcoin DeFi platform, similar to a lot of them that are out. They want to have, in-house swaps, and they want to be some sort of BRC20 / crypto type exchange. So the website is called hotfi.io. But, I think this project is sick. I really like what I see with this project. On Twitter, they're always active. Their engagement's okay. But, I don't see really anyone talking about this platform. And I've had it on my radar for over a month now. But the thing with it that I find really odd, let me shut TradingView here too. The thing that I find really odd is what happened with the chart. This is something that I don't understand fully as to what happened. Because for a long time, this was ranging, sitting at $1, in between $1 to $2. Like, where people were buying like per HotX token. But it's dumped all the way down in between like 10 to 30, 40 cents now. And so I'm not 100% educated on exactly what happened because there's not many people are really talking about it. But for what it is, I think this platform is still pretty cool. It looks very clean in my opinion, but there is some work that needs to be done for it. But like I've stated in other videos, a lot of these, again, are speculative. They're all brand new or fairly new. It's like all they have is time. And that's kind of why we're here, right? We're speculating on over the future, over the next few months, to even a year and a half. We're speculating that these projects are going to do, have a lot of development and just do a lot of different things, But like I said, it looks sick. Let me show you the one. Oh yeah, the trade. I think this is going to look clean. If they can integrate a platform like that, and they got 8 days left here for this. But I think it looks so sick. I'm not going to lie. But that's HotFi. Market cap right now is at 3.5 million. And the reason why I never called this or talked about it was because for so long when it was up here, market cap was sitting in between 8 to 20 million for a while. And in my opinion, that was just, it was a little bit too high for me to really want to jump in, especially when they were doing airdrops and stuff for their community. But I'm pretty sure those have concluded, and that could be why this dropped. But do not quote me on it. Do your own research. But this is HotFi. This is just another lower cap to microcap, if you want to call it. HotFi is really nice. The platform itself looks cool. I really like that. So another one is actually Bees. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. BIIS. The thing with this one is this one wallet controls 36% of the supply, which I don't ever like to see that. unless this is for, whether it's an exchange or if this is for some sort of liquidity, something like that. But again, I don't know that 100%. I've tried researching and looking it up, but there just isn't too much info on this project that I've seen. Oh, I got my thread up right here too. Let me pull up x.com, the classic. But yeah, Bees is similar. They just do BRC20 stuff like tools. Pretty similar to a lot of these like DeFi projects that are out right now. But the platform looks pretty cool. They're on KuCoin, I think. And again, it's a newer one too. It's still very speculative. Please do your own research with these. But the website is bees.io. But it's a pretty interesting one. This one could become something. It could turn into something really nice, really solid. And so now let's get into the next one too. Just watch this one too as well. This is Bees. Yeah, and like I said, this one is down tremendously, around 70 to 80%. So just be careful doing your research, but this could be a great buy opportunity if this team delivers and continues to push. So anyways, for the next one here, we got Oni Infinity on Fi. Its market cap sitting just around 6 million. This one, in my opinion, looks beautiful. This is like one of the greatest looking charts I've ever seen as far as for entries. Even though, a lot of these platforms for BRC20 tracking, a lot of times the market caps and stuff are very different from each other, especially if you got trading pairs on ETH and you got a BRC20, trading pair like on Unisat or something. It's very hard to keep track of like the different market caps and what projects are at, but I'm using btctool.pro. This is where I'm getting my data from, for my thread and for all this information here. But OnFi is great. OnFi is the same thing. It's pretty similar to, Bees and BRC20.com. They do a lot of staking. I think. Let me just look it up. I'm sorry. Because OnFi, yeah, it's a DeFi project as well on top of Bitcoin. Oni Infinity, there it is. But this one looks good too. Very interesting one, long term to be watching out for. But like I said, just based on the fundamentals alone, it looks unbelievable. So, yeah, cross chain as well. So like I've said, very similar to a lot of the projects that are out. And that's, in my opinion, I think if one of them runs, I think all of these are going to run. And that includes .com, OnFi right here, Bees. We got a lot of them that are just going to fly. And there are some other ones that I've talked about before, even like Dova and Hub. Those, in my opinion, I feel like those are more risky. I'm probably going to talk about stuff like that, like more of those other microcaps and other videos. But from right now, I'm watching those on the sidelines. But there are just so many because this narrative is so new. You got projects popping up left and right. It's gonna be risky for everybody. You just have to do your research and be very smart with, watching your risk and stuff like that. Just be very safe and careful with these protocols. But yeah, let's continue. Because I'm just going off tangents here. Like I said, OnFi looks like a great buy. 0.003 is around the price. But yeah, I could see this doing an easy 5 to 10x, hitting 50, 60 million like nothing. So let's see, what do we got here? Another one too is, yeah, let me do this one. Yeah, this is Osby here. I've talked about this one, a little bit too. But Osby's a move. I think this one, if they just continue to develop and integrate new stuff, I could easily see this one pulling big moves, even from the market cap it's at. Not even at 2 million, right on a correction. This one's down around 60, maybe 50 to 60% from its all-time high. But Osby's looking good, and I don't have too much to say about it. It's just kind of like a wallet tracker, and they have a little bit more data in which you can, do research on your own portfolio with. It's pretty cool, pretty nice project. But like I said, most of these are very speculative, very new. So just be cautious investing in these. But that's OSPI. That's the ticker OSPI. And you guys can all check this stuff out on, yeah, literally btctool.pro. Just type that into Google or your browser, and it'll take you to this website. This website's pretty nice too. It's got a lot of different info. I'm trying to think of any others. Oh yeah, we got Traverse too. The classic. Traverse 2 again. This one's sitting around 4 million. Yeah, look at that wick. That's crazy. Yeah, Traverse has had nice runs. Definitely just sitting at a nice correction area. You know, this is still up around 10x from when I talked about it initially when I called it. You know, it still looks great. And I do expect this to have another massive run. I could see this sitting in between 20, 30, 40, 50, upwards of even 60 million in market cap, you know, over the next few months. Just being, this is one of the first major security protocols built on Bitcoin. And that's why I'm still so bullish on it specifically. I can really see this one doing some crazy numbers long term. So that's what we got for Traverse. You know, I've talked about it all the time on Twitter, on YouTube as well. But Traverse is a long-term gem in my opinion. Still holding strong on this one too. You know, let's just go through the list here. Because there are a lot of them that, you know, Rats is one of the OG meme coins, I feel like, in the BRC20 ecosystem too. Roop, low-key is a gem too. You know what? Yeah, Roop looks great. I'm actually surprised I didn't bring this up earlier. It's in around 54% from its all-time high. You know, we're going to pull up Roop here. So Roop is Rolluper XYZ. I brought it up in my last thread that I dropped, I think in December. But what they focus on, I'm trying to see. Yes, that's what they do. They're BRC20, they roll up BRC20 assets to Bitcoin layer 2s, so you're able to trade them and do whatever you want with them on layer 2s. And by doing that, they can reduce the gas fees by a good amount. That's kind of what Rolluper is. And Rolluper is, yeah, honestly a good project. I'm surprised I didn't actually put this in the thread. Yeah, Roop is great. Chart looks very good. Correcting very nicely on support here. Market cap's at 35 million. See, why is this purple? I don't want this to be pink and purple. I want it to be white. There we go. Hold up one second. Where is the pen? Every single time you guys see me mess that up. And then this is blue. Alright, so this one I can easily see sitting at around 6 cents would be my target. That'll probably put it around 80 to 90 million, if not like 100 million in market cap. But Roop's next leg up is going to be, I think, pretty solid as well. Roop looks good. We also got Map Protocol. I wonder if that's even on the thing here. Yeah, we got Hot5 we just talked about. Drag's another one. This one's a meme coin getting some hype because of Year of the Dragon. That's like a huge, I want to call it a micro narrative right now. BMP is a Bitcoin a bitmap utility token. This one's getting a lot of steam, a lot of hype right now as well. Now let's see the chart. What does the chart look like? The chart looks okay. I don't really know. I gotta look into this one a little bit more. I've been sleeping on this one specifically for a while. But yeah, guys, I'm just going through it just to see if there's any other gems, especially like newer ones that I haven't covered before. And obviously Evolve, I think Evolve is just such a gem in my opinion. You know, just working with and integrating a lot of metaverse utility into bitmap, I think is huge. I think long term this is going to make a killing. So sitting around about 7 million in market cap right now. But yeah, I think long term this one should be solid too. Still holding strong, but that's another one. Let's see. Yeah, CSAS is Ghosty. Or did I just see Zua is a new one too, but I don't know how I feel about that one. If you guys have seen that, FCDP. This one I haven't checked on FCDP in a while. I don't really know what they're doing. You know, there really isn't too much to it. But yeah, see Comsats too. This is another one. This one looks great too. Had a nice correction. This one coming down around 53% from its all-time high. I could see this one dropping though a little bit more. You know, it just looks like it's still got a little bit of downside to go. But for what it is, CSAS is gonna hit. That's gonna be a great one too. Yeah, I think there's one more that I want to bring up if I don't see it here in 12 seconds. Yeah, Turt's up 61% right now on BRC. Market caps. See, that's what I don't understand. On ETH, Turt's market cap is around 20 million. On BRC20s, its market cap is close to 100. What do we got? I'm just going to look it up because I don't see it. I'll bring up one more right now. It's MAPO. MAP protocol. This is a newer layer 2 for Bitcoin that I think this is going to be a long-term gem as well. I'm surprised the market cap's only at 5 million. MAP protocol. Yeah, right here. I think MAP itself is just a great play, like long term. You know, even the website is, you know, they got so much information and data here. Yeah, like super strong protocol here. But you guys can check this out, mapprotocol.io. Yeah, like I said, MAP is on a nice correction. It looks really strong as well. But yeah, the ticker's MAPO here. Well, right, for what it is, that's kind of all I got for you guys today. Just wanted to throw a bunch of different micro caps, lower caps, mid caps, and some of the top ones, in my opinion. Just wanted to throw them at you guys. But that's what I got for you guys today. I appreciate you guys if you're watching. If you went all the way through just looking at these gems, or if you're even skipping ahead just to check. You know, I don't care. I'm just here to show you guys, get these on your radar, and just trying to show you guys the opportunity. But again, make sure you are doing your research and that you understand the risk investing in these, especially even at levels like this, because this easily could continue to the downside, especially in the next coming weeks to months, depending on what the ETF approvals or ETF decisions actually do, you know. There could be a lot of volatility in the market, and that's something I just cannot, you know, I cannot tell you what's going to happen. So as long as you're getting good entries in certain projects, in certain things, you should be good to go. But again, do your own research and just play it safe out here. Don't degen like a dummy. Don't be stupid, be safe. And that's what I got for you guys today. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll be dropping a lot more stuff soon. Appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video.